Hello and welcome to Dev Systems. Today I'm going to show you how to develop how to design this smartphone just using the HTML and CSS. You can see this is the body of the smartphone, and then you have some other borders here. Then you have the internal part, the camera and the microphone. And I'm going to show you that right away. So right here, I'm on my directory inside the smartphone. You can just create any directory. You can name anything you want. As you can see, I have two files. I just have the index that has the dummy data, and the styles that has nothing for now. So inside this index.html, I'm just going to create a div with a class of mobile. You can use class or you can use IDs, and whatever you want. And this one will have nothing. Then let me just style that right away. Can open this to the other side. Then you can just be styling as we go. But before doing that, let's style the entire body. So that is, we have the HTML and the body, any HTML and the body. Let's give the width of 100%. Then let's style the body alone. Let's leave alone the HTML. The body, this part here, let's style this body. And for that, let's give the margin of 0 so that it will occupy the entire page, and also the padding, but the padding is not that important at this point. Then you can give a background color, whatever the background color you want. For me, I'll just choose something like some reddish. Then you can see this thing, can execute it, can view it on the live server. The live server is just an extension you install. Yeah, so you can see we have nothing here. Let me change that. And remove that, then remove this. So let me add more in-depth colors so that you can see the result if this is the page you're really viewing. Let's hope so. Okay, so the next thing we are going to style is the mobile. Sorry for that break. The mobile, let's give it the height of, let's say, 100 vertical height. Then you can display flex. You can check out on flex. Then you can justify content. Let's do the centering. So it will center everything on along the width, the center, and then everything along the x and y axis to be centered also. Yeah, can see. Okay, I'm not sure if you can view these results, and we can't view the results. Let me show the toolbar. Yeah, and it is auto saved. Let's see what's going on here. Okay. We haven't imported this CSS. Sorry for that. Link CSS. Okay. The styles. Yeah. And here we have the background. Yeah. So I don't want to view this. Then we can now we have the mobile, but we can't see everything on the mobile. We have the width, we have everything. Okay, let's continue styling this, then we'll see. Let's have another div with a class of phone. Then we'll give some other things inside also. But for now, the phone, let's style the phone. we'll give it some few attributes here. Display, let's say flex, justify content, also center everything, align items along the X and Y axis to the center. Then let's give the width, because for this one we're just giving the height, so at this point you'll have to give the width. The width here, let's say your phone can be 76 mm, so let's see, that can be 330 pixels, and that should pick something. Okay, it's not picking. Let's give it a height of 616 pixels, and that should now pick real thing. Okay, let's see. Oh, nothing again. We have the class, phone, mobile. Okay. So we have to give it a background. Let's say blue or black or something. Yeah. So the issue was about the background color. So let me give it blue. Yeah, you can choose a different variety of blues, something like that. Yeah, something like that. You can give the border radius, because most fonts are curved a little bit. So let's say for the outer part, let's give it 30. Yeah, and our font is just coming. That is too much. Yeah, then you can continue. We need something. Okay, let's add something. The HTML. Let's give a class of font. For this one, you can decide to use the border if you want, but for me, I'll just develop another class inside here. And for this font mirror, just copy that dot font mirror. Then for this one, we'll also display. We can leave flex, but you can leave the display if we don't have anything, a lot of things. But inside this one, we'll develop some few things, like we'll add some other attributes. So the display flex is very important here. Then also you want to justify center. Then also you guess it, align items, we need center, but you can leave. Okay, don't see any reason why I should leave it. Then the width for this one is 330 again pixels. Okay, let's give it some background color so that you can distinguish this. Let's say blue violet, let's say. Okay, so there is nothing there. Let's give in height the same as that one. So let's say that is 616. Yeah, so there it is. But we want to give some few differences. Like let's give padding here, and let's say 10 pixels. So they will, yeah, so padding will be added on the outer one, so we can see the difference. So we can say, okay, let's add first of all border radius the same as the outer one, and that was 20 pixels to be curved the same way. Then you can reduce this now. Let's say 8 pixels. Yeah, so that will be the difference. So this will be the top part, the other one will be the bottom part. You can decide to view one side and you can leave the other side. So like you can do padding for one side, that is, let's say on top, bottom 8 pixels. Top. Let's do 6. This is 0. Let's give this 0. Let's give this 6 pixels. Yeah, so you can leave the bottom part, and you can leave one side also. Not that side. Can return that. So this is what I want to leave. The right part. You can just decide to give it 2 pixels. Yeah. Yeah. Then you can give this side also maybe 2 pixels or 1 pixel. Yeah. So like the phone, you can see one side, you can't view the other side. So it's like a tilted part. Or you are on one side and then you can view one side more. You can view it from this, that is the top left side. Yeah. Okay, let's continue on that. Then you can add now some few data inside here. Let's add a camera. And on the camera and also let's add the recorder. So that is not the recorder actually. Let me just call it recorder, but it's the microphone. So we'll have the camera at this side. Have we coded the phone mirror? Yeah, the phone mirror, we have coded that. Now let's code, so that is the phone mirror. Then okay, this needs to be wrapped inside something. Let's call it just wrapper. Then we're going to wrap this too. So we're going to wrap the camera and the recorder inside the wrapper. So at this point we need the wrapper first to code the wrapper. And on the wrapper, we'll give it the position of relative, the width for the wrapper. It's going to occupy this top part here. And for that top part, we just give it a quarter of that. So that is like 130 pixels. Then the height, let's say 10, 20, 20, let's say 20 pixels. Then the color, let's change the background color. You can do background or just background color. Then you can do the same as the top one. It should be the same as this top part here. Okay, it is at the center, so we can do the top. Not actually the top part. Or we can just do the margin first. 0 pixels, then the other one is auto, then also this one's 0 pixels and auto. And it doesn't change. Doesn't change for that. And this one needs a position also of relative. Okay. Let me check on this first. Okay, so this one is centered, and it's because we are aligning this item to the center, which is not correct at this point here. We don't need to align any item on the center. And if we remove that, that will change. Then we want to make it curve at the bottom, like it is curved. So for that one, we'll say border radius, and we'll do 0 and 40. And 0 at the top right, then 40 bottom right and bottom left. Yeah. Okay, let's pick this color here. We want to make it the same. as this one. It should be the same so that you don't see any difference. Then let's now code the camera and the recorder now. At this point, we have the camera. Okay. So for the camera at this point, you can start with the camera or the other one. Want to maintain the position. Give it a width, maybe 10 pixels. The height of 10 also. It should be the same so that it will be a rounded thing. And if you can see right now, you can't see anything because you haven't changed the background color. The background color, let's say white. Let's see, you can see this. And I think it's still hidden somewhere. So let's give it the top so that it moves down a little bit. And then you can give it some left positioning. And let's say 20% for that. And then you've done the width, height. Let's say for this one, let's see something. And for this one, let's see what are we doing wrong. And this is pixels. Yeah. Okay. Then let's give it border radius. Border radius. What do we have to give it? So let's say 10 pixels. Yeah. 10 pixels for that. Then also float left, and make sure you had the float left because you have two items, the recorder and this one. And I think that is all for that. Then you can do the recorder now. For the recorder, it's almost the same things. You can just copy this, but you're going to change the width for this one. Say 50 pixels. For this one, we'll do margin right, let's say 5 pixels. So there is some spacing here. Now you can increase that to maybe 8 pixels. Yeah, so there is some space at that point. And you can reduce the top to something like 2%. 2%. Yeah, so that is better. It's better at that point. And there is always some 2 cycles on the camera. So for this one, you can add a border and you can say 1 pixels the solid, and you can say maybe black. For the camera, is it? Yeah. Okay, so maybe what you can do, you can just change this to that so that you can see the difference. Yeah, so you can style it in whatever the way you want. Then can change some few things, but at that point you're done actually. So you can style the buttons at the bottom here, so that won't be so much difference as to what you've done, but this is the main thing that I wanted to show you how to develop, how to create this. It kind of looks like a clipboard, so but up to that point, that is the major part. So as of this point, what is that image? Okay, I will show you something, but you can add an image. So let me import an image from my computer. There is this image here. Let me just copy it and I'll just drop it in my documents. can't. Let me see if I can drop here. And I can. So I'll just go to projects, tutorials, smartphone, just paste the item here. Yeah. Okay, so for that, we have the item here, oppo.png, and at the bottom here, after the raw form, after the wrapper at this point, I'll give it an image, and the image will be oppo.png. So you have to style it, because at this point these styles are not good. So you have to add the stylings. And for this one, let's just say oppo, just add an height, because the height at this point for the phone mirror, that is the 616. So we want to occupy just not that much, let's say 530. Yeah, 530 is cool. Then the width, just the width to maybe 310. Okay. So it tampers with the camera that we have, and let's ensure that everything is cool. Let's add a BR first, a break line. And I think we have to change some few things on the position. The position there is cool. No, this is okay. And I think we have to change some few positions, something. So with this one, can't see any error here. Still have this phone mirror. So this must be from the phone mirror. And if you can take a look at the developer tools at this point, let's see the phone mirror. We have the display flex here. So that is why these items are aligned from left to right. So this should not be there. Display flex. And the simple way for that, you can just remove this, and maybe you can add the position relative, or you can just leave it without any position. Yeah, so that is the solution for that one. And what is just remaining is just to work on the background color for this one. Yeah, you can add any background color you want now. So let's say this one here, and that is blue violet. This point here, can give it something like that, a little bit of it. Yeah, and you can give it to the wrapper also. Oh, no. The wrapper takes the outer one. Yeah, that is our camera, and you can work on the styling the footer here, or the buttons, the clickable buttons. And with that, my friends, that is how you develop your smartphone using the HTML and the CSS. Yeah, so if you've learned something from this, comment below, and like, subscribe, and share this. Thank you.